your whole life is created from your identity. If you could apply one practice to create the life that you want, just one, it would be becoming aware of your identity, who you identify as a man, as you walk through this world, through your life. It's your identity that you create everything from. Your current financial situation, if you're not where you want to be in that area of life, it's because you're identifying as someone who earns a certain amount of money, and that amount of money being less than what it is you want. Now, what you then do to try and compensate that, you try and control the world around you, which involves trying to control other people, which means you're manipulating other people and you're manipulating situations in order to try and bring in more money so you can feel better about yourself. Do you see what's going on here? You're not going in and changing and shifting your identity to a man who's already wealthy and then going out into the world from that energy, from the energy of already having wealth, and then allowing the situations to come to you that best represent and match that energy. Instead of doing that, your energy is low, you feel like you're not wealthy, you identify as a man who struggles, and because of that struggle you don't feel good. Because you don't feel good, you try and control the world around you in order to feel good inside. But what you're actually doing is you're reaffirming the belief that the outside world controls your inside world. Do you see the pattern there? Most people are going about life trying to get an inner feeling by arranging and controlling everything around them, which is basically means they're coming from fear. And we all do it. I do it. Loads of people that talk about manifestation do it because it's so deeply ingrained in us. So that's how we go about creating in our life. Is we go and we need things to be as we think they should be in order to feel the feeling inside. Now, if you haven't worked out that everything you want in life is just an inner feeling, think about it like this, right? Every goal that you have, whatever it is, money, women, just life experiencing, going traveling, all of that, everything, you can only experience it inside of you. Your feelings, your emotions aren't outside of you, right? They're inside of you. They're inside. So whatever it is you want on the outside world, you're only experiencing that as a feeling, which is inside of you. So all you're looking for is a feeling. And maybe what you aren't realizing yet, or what you just haven't been told, because no one tells us this stuff, right, is that getting everything right in the outside world doesn't actually give you that feeling that you're looking for. What actually controls the feeling inside of you is you, your thoughts, your beliefs, your identity. That's what controls the inner experience of wealth, abundance, love, self-approval, whatever it is you're seeking. Nothing outside of you has an effect on you on the inside. The only thing that affects your inside, your feelings, is you. It's your thoughts about the situation around you that affects your feelings. It has nothing to do with what's happening outside, as much as you might think it does. It's so important. Everything starts from energy and it gets birthed into the physical realm, right? If you believe that you're not just a physical body, if you believe and you identify as having a soul, then that soul must have come from somewhere, right? And where is that? What am I talking about here? that's what people consider the other side, but it's the energy realm. And it's birthed from, our souls come from that realm into the physical through the human body. And that's how we create, not just people. I mean, the fact that we're able to create life, I mean, how is that not evidence that we're these magical creator beings? We create life. It's just we're born into the reality of that, so it doesn't seem that surprising. But when you really look at it, that's insane. We create life through the body, and that's how we create everything. If you look around you, every object you see existed in someone's imagination, and our imaginations are an incredible tool for being able to visualize and see whatever it is we want. So if you look at any object around you now, that existed in the energy realm in someone's imagination, and it was birthed through their body out into this physical realm. Now, a lot of people might have had the idea to create the object that you're looking at, but maybe there was too much insecurity around their ability to create it. There was too much shame, too much fear. So it remained in the imagination, and it wasn't birthed through the body into the physical realm. So the chakras are essentially these, whatever you want to call them, portals. You can call them a bridge from the energy to the physical. So when we have the idea in our imagination and we want to bring it into the body, because our bodies are in the physical realm, so we're going from the energy now into the physical, the first stop is the throat. It's the throat chakra. So when you think about the things that you want to create in life, are you able to speak about them? Are you able to tell your friends and family that you will be earning £10,000 a month, for example? If you struggle to do that, then there's obviously beliefs and there's shame around creating that. You're fearing what other people think. Maybe you fear other people judging you for having crazy ideas and crazy dreams. Maybe you fear them thinking that you can't do it, and you're attached to their opinions about you, and so you don't speak what you want to create. You keep it to yourself. And so if you keep it to yourself, it implies that you have shame around whatever it is, and if that's the case, you're going to make it very hard for yourself to bring that into the physical. I hope this message is clear. So energy realm, imagination, I want to create this in my reality. I'm going to start speaking it. It's the first step to manifestation after having an idea, is to be able to speak it. 2 years ago, I wanted to move from the UK to Thailand, but I didn't have enough money to do it. And because of that, I was too afraid to tell people that I wanted to go move to Thailand, or that I planned to do it, because I feared not making the money and then not going, and then people thinking that I wasn't able to do it. So I kept it to myself until I learnt about this practice, and I thought about Conor McGregor as the perfect example of someone who had this crazy idea. He was going to be 2 times world champion, and he didn't hold that to him, keep that to himself. He told everyone, he told the world, and he made it happen. He says the first thing you have to do is speak from that place with conviction. So he had to speak as if he already had that 2-belt title. So if you want to make a certain amount of money, you want to be able to speak from that place. And that could just be telling a friend that next year I'm going to go on holiday to the Maldives, just as an example. Next year I'm going to meet, or I'm going to be meeting a very beautiful woman that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Speak with conviction, speak like you fucking mean it. And that brings the energy down now. Now throat's just one of the many centers that we have in our body. Think about it, right? We got the next one down is the heart. So if you want to feel as if your wish has already been fulfilled, if you want to feel how it would feel to have created your dreams, your heart, it would make sense, is a good tool for that, because there's so many feelings in the heart. There's so many nerve endings that end in the heart. So the heart is where you feel love, it's where we feel love, right? So not only do you want to speak confidently about what it is you're bringing in, you also want to feel how it would feel in your heart to have that thing. How good would it feel in your heart to see that every month you had a large amount of money coming in, to feel that abundance, to know that you were taken care of? Like, how would that feel in the heart? Because the safety that money can bring can really allow your heart to open. Remember, your heart can't open when you don't feel safe. So you can start to feel as if your wish has been fulfilled from the level of the heart. If you want to go on more dates, if you want to start attracting beautiful women that you're really just, that make you feel alive, feel how it would feel to be feeling your love for her, and imagine yourself in the shoes of the version of you that can easily and effortlessly manifest a beautiful, loving relationship. And you do that by feeling your heart. You can bring it down to the solar plexus. The solar plexus is where we take action from, and it's also related to self-esteem. So if you can imagine yourself stepping out into the world and creating that online business, stepping out into the world and meeting beautiful women, think of the self-esteem that you would feel if you were doing that. And you can do that by dropping into your solar plexus area and just feel how good it would feel to finally be stepping out into the world and creating your dreams, rather than being stuck at home on social media and numbing yourself with empty pleasures and chasing dopamine all the time. Believe me, all of those behaviours are draining your energy, and it's going to make it very hard for you to step out into the world if you're someone who's struggled in that area. Some people do it naturally, and most people don't. Moving on down from the solar plexus, we've got the sacral chakra. That's where we feel turn on. So can you be turned on for whatever it is you want to create? Can you feel a slight, like a sexual energy in your lower belly area around the idea of making loads of money? Can you feel your turn on for going on holiday with a beautiful woman who you know is your soul partner? Turn on such a powerful energy. None of what I'm saying is like made up by me, by the way. I'm just regurgitating everything that I've learned. If you read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, that's one of the most, I think it's the most popular book ever written on manifestation. And many of the world's leaders and great creators read that book. And a whole chapter is dedicated to sexual energy because of the power of it. So look that up. And lastly, as we go down from the sacral, we've got the root chakra, and the root chakra is associated with stability and safety. If you feel grounded and safe on this earth, then you likely have a healthy root chakra. So in order to utilize your root chakra and your grounding, can you imagine yourself going out into the world, taking action, but from a grounded place? So if you imagine yourself creating an online business and fear comes up, which it probably will do if you're not going and doing that. If you want to create an online business but you're not doing it, It's because there's fear. And when the fear comes up, your energy goes up into your head, because that's our natural response to fear. It's to look for the threat, look for ways to stay safe. But if you can imagine yourself that in moments of unsafety, in moments of fear, you can allow yourself to relax and breathe enough for your energy to drop down into your lower body and remain calm and still and present in the midst of the storm, don't you think you're going to be able to create that a little easier? Of course you will. The more grounded you are as you step out into the world, the more effortless and more easy it will be to create what it is you want. I know some people say they don't want it to be easy, but I think easy and effortless are two different things. There's nothing wrong with hard work and going through struggle, because it builds character, but ideally we want it to be effortless in some way. So you can step into fear and discomfort and have that be difficult, yet still done in an effortless way. And the reason why it's effortless is because really the only thing stopping us is our thoughts. We blame everything outside of us as to why it is we can't do what it is we want to do. But the reality of it is, it's just the thoughts that are stopping us. And you might say it's your feelings and all the energy that comes up, but it's not so much that's stopping you, it's the belief that you can't handle that, which is coming from a thought, it's coming from the conditioning. So the conditioning that we all carry is the prison, the mental prison that we live within. And when we can shift those thoughts from I can't handle these feelings to I can handle anything, I can handle all emotions, all feelings, I can remain grounded in the midst of emotional storms, then life's going to start shifting. I couldn't do these videos when I was caught up in my head. I tried for, years. Now and again I would hit record and see if I could do it. I never could. It's because my energy was up here. I was thinking about what everyone would think when they saw these videos. I just wasn't able to get into flow states. Now I'm able to, I just care less about what people think. It's a really simple process. It's not always easy, but yeah, your life can change in an instant if you believe it can. And that's it for me. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe.